Coon Rapids Ice Center for CTN's live coverage of boys high school hockey. Tonight, a non-conference matchup as the Cardinals host the Raptors from Eastridge. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro up above the action. And Howie, this is a game that was originally scheduled to happen in mid-December. Would have been a much better matchup for the Cardinals at that time. They've since had a couple of season-ending injuries at the top of their forward lineup. And on the flip side, Eastridge, after a slow start, has really taken off since the holiday break.
Yeah, when I talked to Coach Vogel this saying, he talked to me about what we felt this hockey team was doing, and he said we did get off to a slow start. We've been really picking it up as of late, and and they're strong in the net, and they kind of move their strength forward. But this is going to be a tough matchup for the Cardinals, I believe.
Yes, since Christmas, they are 8-3-1. Their 3 losses came to a very good Mayo team in the championship of their holiday tournament. A 3-0 loss to White Bear Lake, and then a 4-3 overtime loss at the hands of Matamidi. Both White Bear and Matamidi top 5 at single A. So they've got a very tough schedule, and they're competing very, very well, especially as of late. And they have one young man who is having an outstanding season.
That's Grant Coon, and he's got 20 goals and 15 assists, and he's within reach of breaking the school record for scoring. So the Cardinals know they're going to have to just do their best to contain him tonight, because if you look at their roster, not a lot of other guys scoring points other than him.
On the flip side, the Cardinals have a great depth in scoring. However, those 2 forwards they lost among their leaders, but they have a lot of different guys that can get the puck in the net, and one of them is their transfer, Trenton Thiessen.
Yeah, Trenton's a really good player, and they're fortunate to get him. They're going really power-heavy on that first line, but he's got 11 goals and 9 assists, so he's one of those Cardinals that can put the puck in the back of the net. And Coach Frock said our biggest issue is that we're having trouble scoring, so they're going to try and get pucks in front of the net. They're going to try and pressure the goal, because this is a pretty good team with a really good goaltender.
Well, and it's just a couple of weeks remaining in the regular season. The Cardinals need all the momentum they can before they get to the section playoffs. Cardinals and the Raptors drop the puck next on CTN. Just about ready to drop the puck between the Cardinals and the Eastridge Raptors.
Yeah, Austin Durkop getting the start in net tonight for Coon Rapids.
Barsden is able to win the draw back to Cleansing. Across for Bush, off the boards for Bowden. Top 3 scorers on this line, as you mentioned in the intro for the Cardinals. That pass intercepted at the top of the zone. Eastridge now sending it in deep. Centering feed from Knutson, but the Cardinals able to get the takeaway. Thiessen's pass knocked away from Bowden. Back in comes Knutson. Down the right wing, the shot right into Durkop. He does not leave a rebound. But, Ben Kish still has a couple more points than Thiessen, but the top 3 available for the Cardinals, Barsden, Bowden, and Thiessen, lined up on that one top line for Coach Frock.
One thing Coach Frock said is that we've got to play a little better defensively as well. He hasn't loved the way they played on that side of the ice.
Really good face-off win there for Caden Alphen. Played around behind. Novak bumped off it along the sideboards. Tie-up continues. Alphen able to kick it free. Espinoza got it out to center, but then turned around, and here comes Conan in with a shot. And Durkop smothers it up again.
Yeah, Raptors testing Durkop here early. As there he is, Coach Dustin Vogel-Gassang. Had an opportunity to chat with him today, and he's pretty excited about where his squad is right now. As you talked about, they're 8-3 after the break.
Bresnahan with speed all the way to the other end. Tried to center. It was broken up. Shot through from the point by Espinoza. Kicked away by the netminder Hodgkins, and out come the Raptors. This one played back out to center. Caden Alphen jumps on it, cuts across the top of the circles, a shot right on, and Hodgins makes the save. Leidy down the wing, circles to the boards, plays it back to the point. Quick shot deflected and a goal, and that one perfectly tipped by Jackson Tauscher.
Yeah, not much Durkop could have done on that particular one. That again, that was a hard shot. Tauscher got his stick on it, was able to angle it in.
Just 91 seconds in, and Eastridge is on the board, and that was just a beautiful set play from the word go.
Yep.
As Leidy goes deep into the corner, draws the defense, plays it back. Just a quick shot from, I think that was Michael Garrett. And then the deflection by Tauscher.
Yeah, Tauscher, that's his 9th goal of the season. Give the Raptors the early 1-0 lead.
And tucked it just inside the pipe in the crossbar. Elks can't break out past Barsness. Comes loose to the point. Cleansing back down the boards. Bowden, a shot deflected by the defender, but able to glove it is Jack Hutchins.
Hutchins did a nice job quickly grabbing that puck as it just flipped up off the skate, as you mentioned, of the defender. And he's been good in net. He's got a 9-6-1 record, a 2.69 goals against average, but a .927 save percentage.
Over 90 is
good.
Pretty darn good.
Yep.
This one played the length of the ice for icing. We'll try again to the right of Jack Hodgins.
Well, we'll see how, as this game unfolds. Cardinals getting quality shots on net, and that's what they're looking for here. But most importantly, they're looking to put the puck in the back of the net.
In close, a chance for Rising, but it was poked away. And Eastridge brings it up the near board. Muth puts it out front, and unable to get a stick to it was Michael. Cardinals get it to the Eastridge line, poked right back out. Hazelwood plays it in. I guess it did not get poked out. On the forecheck is Espinoza. A couple of Raptors there to defend him. Out to Alphen. A shot that misses wide. Alphen will recover it off the boards, swing it around deep out of the reach of Espinoza. Novak pinches. That one couldn't be controlled by Espinoza either. Stopping up and redirecting is Jack Elliott. They'll try to break out the left side. Off the boards and out to center. Bouncing puck. Played in deep as the Raptors complete a line change. Bresnahan all the way down. Goal in at the blue line. Walking in. The shot kicked away by Hodgins. And Eastridge right back the other way. Conan trying to weave through, and he's held up enough by Bresnahan that Durkop's able to settle the puck and get the face up.
So when I asked Coach Frock, give me a couple of adjectives to describe the Eastridge Raptors, he said big and gritty.
Face-off win for Eastridge. Played back along the boards. Like he couldn't hold. Flipped out to center by Bowden. Conan plays it across. Bresnahan gets the gate for a hook. Bush, he able to get it out and played across and out smartly by Hodgins, coming way out of his crease. This one played across. Knutson out of the corner, up top to Conan. Grant Conan's shot hits the glass, recovered off the end boards by Tauscher. Back up to Leike, across. And now Knutson down low, wraparound chance for Tauscher, turned away. Knudsen back up top to Conan. Back to Knudsen. He'll take the shot, and it's held for a face-off by Austin Durkow.
Yeah, we're able to see obviously the power play unit for Eastridge here. A little under a minute remaining in the skater advantage for the Raptors.
Not a ton on that shot from Jackson Tauscher. Face-off win for the Cardinals, clear for Zach Novak. And back in his own end to collect is Davis Polifka. Rick Lannon down the wing, poked at by Novak. Gets support there from Colton Wyden. Back up top, Wyden will give it back. He'll turn and shoot, that didn't get through the traffic. Held at the line, and shot this time gets through, and a stick save by Durkow. Out to the point for Gonzaga. Cross Polifka down low. That shot again hit all the traffic out front. This one's off the glass and just squeaks past Polifka out to center. Quick regroup, and right back in is Gonzaga. He'll dump it deep. Cardinals first there. Novak able to clear it out. Cardinals back to full strength as they have killed off the penalty. Gonzaga trying to dump. Cleansing couldn't glove it down. He'll recover. He's chased by Chase Olsen, ironically enough. Bush bumped off it in the corner, comes out to Conan, poked away by Cleansing, recovered by Barsness. For Thiessen along the left wing. Thiessen back to Barsness, dropping it, looking for Bowden, but Bowden had swung in behind. That pass misfires all the way to the Cardinal end. Cleansing sends it back to the other end, and as Venny had plenty of opportunity to play the puck, icing waved off. Rising can't hold. Hazelwood chops at it near the blue line. Still in the zone. Hazelwood digs it free, comes right to Grant Conan. His pass deflected through center. Bush turns it around for Coon Rapids. Raptors turn it right back the other way. Knudsen dropping it off in the corner for Blake Conan. Blake Conan with it. He's bumped off it, gets it though back down to Knudsen. Knudsen troubled by Hazelwood. Dropped in the corner, it's played around to the far side. Chapped out by Spy. And Cleansing trying to hop around Conan at the other end. And now here comes Blake Conan. Can't get past Bresnahan. Those two continue to battle into the corner. It's the puck collected by the Cardinals, but they're not able to break out. Under 10 minutes remaining in the opening period. Early goal by Jackson Tauscher has Eastridge with a 1-0 lead.
Nice job by the Cardinals, fighting off that penalty earlier, already down 1-0. Not a big difference in shots on goal, 6 for the Raptors and 4 for the Cardinals, but we saw I think 35 shots the last game we did against Elk River, but the Cardinals weren't able to score.
Eastridge wins the draw, but passed too much for Jack Elliott. Takes him all the way back to his own end. He avoided some good pressure there from Golan, but had to clear it out to center. Cardinals able to get it regrouped and turned around. Caden Alphin had it swept off his stick by Tauscher and now played in deep by Golan. Espinoza battles for position along the boards. Raptors have the numbers and a misfire on the pass attempt. Alphin was looking to center, but that was taken away by Brandon Muth. Back the other way comes Eastridge. Centering attempt. Durkow tried to smother and missed, but Alphin able to skate to center and dump it in deep. Thiessen will get there as it was mishandled by Hodgins out front, and Alphin couldn't get there. Bowden drives one wide, and it's going to ricochet all the way back to the Coon Rapids end. Bresnahan with Wyden giving chase, gets it across to Tandon Bush, and now back. Bresnahan to center, bounces away from Barsness, Can't recollect, and the Cardinals in offside.
Yeah, it was tough. Barsas really couldn't keep himself from going over the blue line on that one. Still, that face-off will come outside on the red dot. On the other side of the blue line is, yeah, that was the one. There, he was fortunate there wasn't a Raptor right there because there was a wide open net. As he mentioned, he tried to smother it, couldn't bring it in.
Gonzaga plays it ahead for the Raptors. Dumped in on the backhand by Olsen. Tandon Bush behind his own net. Off the boards for Thiessen. Drops it back to Klinzing. Across for Bush. Tried to go through the seam. Disrupted, but right to Klinzing. He finds Bowden. Bowden dances a little too much just before the blue line, and that forces a teammate in offside.
So far, the Raptors doing a pretty good job of controlling things.
Well, they definitely have speed. They've also shown their physicality in holding the Cardinals off the puck very well. Not a lot of big hits in the game, but good physical play, body on body. Cardinals win the draw. Spa takes a hit as he dumps it in deep. Raptors out of the corner. Back to the near side. Gonzaga will dump it in. Took a funny bounce and a wide open net. And that one, Austin Durkop went behind the net to play the puck. It instead took a funny hop in the corner, bounced off the side of the cage, and even with a sprawling Tandon Bush trying to help, he got it in, and Durkop lost a pad in the process.
Yeah, it's just it was an odd hop. And I mean, again, right there for the rebound was Brady Knutson for his 7th goal of the season.
So Durkop has to get a So with 7:50 remaining, a 2-goal lead for the East Ridge Raptors. Alphen through center, dumps it in, cross corner. And the Cardinals in offside.
I think Alpin a little banged up on that hit as he took a strong hit to the board. Jeremy Shepard, a trainer for here at Coon Rapids, going to take a look at him.
Well, and he's been a really nice addition for the Cardinals. Just a sophomore, he's got 16 points on the season, 5th on the team in scoring. They've got 7 guys right now that have 10 points or more. 2 of them lost to season-ending injuries. But Tandon Bush and Rowan Bresnahan both at 9. Good spot for his shot, but Durkop has the angle appropriately. No chance for Tauscher to get his second.
Hopefully Alphen's okay because they can ill afford to lose another player here.
And the interesting thing about young Mr. Alphen, he has something that I'm guessing no one else in the building does. He's had an ESPN Sports Center top 10.
Oh, nice. I did not know that.
For a diving catch in center field at the regionals for Little League.
I think I remember that as now that you say it, but I didn't know it was him.
Barsness with speed through center. Cutting across the top, takes the shot, rebound, goal. Bowden had another chance, and that wouldn't go either, and now the net is off.
Yeah, with the Cardinals' best chance so far in this hockey game to get the
Well,
puck in the back of the net.
Tyler Barsness is a really smart hockey player. He is really not looking for a goal on this shot. He's looking for exactly what he got, which was a far side pad save that sent a rebound right to Trent Thiessen.
Yep.
And it just underneath the heel of his stick because he had a yawning cage in front of him.
Yeah, the Cardinals needed that one.
Eastridge able to avoid the forecheck pressure and break out. They get it in deep and they bring some forecheck of their own, force a turnover. Olsen Chase gets it back in deep. Bush pokes it along for the Cardinals. Hazelwood gets it to the point, but held there by Venny. Centering and broken up by Tandon Bush. Hazelwood will swing it around far side, held at the far blue line by Lucas Stouffer. And now battle continues in the near corner. Hazelwood pressured by his opposite number, Michael Garrett. He gets it off the glass, out to center. Luke Rising into the zone, spins and centers. Puck, and a goal for Nick Espinoza. As Rising went awkwardly into the corner, Rising able to get it out front, and it, I thought, was going to get taken away by the defender, but somehow it got past Jack Elliott, and Nick Espinoza puts it underneath the keeper, gets Coon Rapids on the board. That's a huge goal for the whole team.
Rising did just a really good job of staying with it. As you mentioned, he went awkwardly into that corner, but he was able to get that puck into the center net, and there's nobody there other than Nick Espinoza. Nick buries it in the back of the net, and he scored that lone goal for the Cardinals against Andover.
He did, and not sure who that was. I think it was Colton Wyden. It went right through his leg. And you have to stop that.
Yeah, that's Nick's third goal of the season, go along with a couple of assists. That was huge for the Cardinals. The Raptors have had all the momentum here so far in this first period.
Rowan Bresnahan gets the secondary assist, so he is now in the double-digit club for the Cardinals. May have gotten a little bit away with a little bit of a high stick right there as well. This one fired around. Bowden waits on it, and now we'll dump it back in deep. Too far for Golan. Bresnahan pinches, kicks it back into the corner where Alphen circles. Tried to get it back out to the point. Instead intercepted and played out to center. Quick regroup. Bowden walks around a defender into the zone, spins, keeps control. Saucers it across for Thiessen. Thiessen snaps his shot. That was deflected, but it got through to Hodgins, who covers for a faceoff.
Yeah, Hodgins smartly makes sure he gathers that puck in, because it came off that back wall.
That one deflected up and out of play, so we'll try again with 4:06 to go in the first. Raptors win the draw again. Cleansing can't hold. Down the line comes Knutson, trying to cut to the middle. Held up enough. Lost the puck. It slides in on Durkup, who covers up for a face-off in the Cardinal end.
Yeah, the fact that he lost that puck allowed Durkup to cover it up. 9 shots on the for the Raptors, 7 for Coon Rapids.
Face-off win, back to Polifka. He leaves it on the boards. Played to the far corner by Blake Koken. Tie up in the corner now. Bresnahan kicks at it. He's got Barsness in to support. Thiessen gets it to Bresnahan, and he's tripped up. Cardinals going to get an opportunity on the power play. Barsness off the outside of the post. Eastridge touches up, and the penalty forthcoming.
Well, with 3:26 remaining in this opening period, the Cardinals going on that power play, and they've got a good opportunity to see if they can pressure down in the Raptors' end, see if they can tie this up before the break. Now you see the clear trip.
Definitely got his stick in there.
He got his stick in there.
The Cardinals could really use something to go right here on this power play. Not able to get clear possession yet. And now it's bounced out to center. Thiessen swept up along with the linesman. Right back up and on the puck. Love the pressure from Rick Lannon.
Yep.
Barsness turns, and right there to pressure him is Tauscher. Barsness finds some room, skates through center.
So quick.
Tried to tuck it in, lost the handle, recovers off the boards. Thiessen across for Bresnahan, down low for Bowden. Back up top, and now across. Thiessen will take it off the boards. He's bumped, loses the handle. Alphen is there, pokes it free, comes to Bowden. Here's Barsness, handcuffed him a little bit. He recovers in the corner and sweeps it along to Thiessen. Thiessen out of the right corner to the hash marks, and now up top. Bresnahan through traffic, and that didn't get through. Swatted out of the air with a high stick, and this is going to come all the way back down with 51 seconds to go on the power play. Coon Rapids has yet to get a shot with the advantage.
Well, you just looked at the Raptors penalty kill unit doing a good job of pressuring and not letting him get into any kind of a flow.
Cardinals win the puck off of a scrum from the faceoff. Thiessen tried to dump it, couldn't get it deep. Sent right back out by Chase Olson. Cleansing at center ice, floats it across for Barsness. Barsness will start up into the zone, through the seam, and it was tipped. Bush couldn't get to it cleanly. Thiessen gets it down to Barsness. 20 seconds left on the power play. Bush across. Cleansing tried to get through the seam. It was deflected into the corner. And the Cardinals start over. Down to the final 10 seconds of the power play. Thiessen out to Cleansing. That one hit Espinoza out front. Thiessen will take the shot off the side of the post. And that does it. Cardinals not able to get a shot on goal with the 2-minute power play. Down to a minute 15 left in the first period. Espinoza tips it down in. Cardinals getting a line change as it's recovered by Tauscher.
Yeah, give credit to that penalty kill unit for the Raptors. Did a really nice job against the Cardinals.
Bowden at his own blue line. Gains speed. Plays it off the boards and recovers. Out to the point. Novak trying to slip it to Alphen down low. He was tied up. Alphen gets it down low. Bowden trying to slip through a check. Held up along the end boards. Loose puck. Caden Alphen gets there for the Cardinals out front. It was deflected just before Bresnahan could try and tee off. Golan keeps it in momentarily and now forced to center. And Eastridge has the numbers at the line. Good stick by Novak to break it up. Bresnahan gloves it down, and he's on the move down the right wing. Drops it off for Bowden. Bowden on his backhand. Was harassed, and it's Golan holding it at the line. A blocker save for Hodgins as we're under 10 seconds to go. Golan trying to dig it free. He ends up taking a header in the corner. Venny plays it ahead. The buzzer sounds, and the Raptors will go to the locker room with a 2-1 lead. But a big goal from Cardinals senior Nick Espinoza got him on the board, cut that lead in half, and gives them a little better mood going into this first intermission. We'll take a break and get some first period reaction after this. You're watching live boys high school hockey on CTN.
as you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
Coon Rapids Ice Center. Eastridge leading Coon Rapids by a 2-1 score after the first period. We're joined now by Cardinal head coach Aaron Frock. And coach, a tough team you got coming in for a non-conference game. They had a 2-0 lead and a lot of momentum. How big was that goal for you late in the first?
I think it was great. They got a couple of lucky bounces and getting a couple of goals early. I think our boys are battling really well. A really simple play, right? Puck to the net, and Nick does a great job of getting to the front and puts it home. So I think that's huge, cutting it in half, and I think we can start carrying that momentum into the next period.
Coach, you and I talked, and one of the points that you talked about was you have to play better defensively. Talk a little bit about your defense and what you saw in that first period.
I think we're doing an okay job defensively. I think still our wingers are getting in some bad positions, and it's making it difficult for us to break it out. So we got to do a little bit better job of getting to our spots a little bit faster than what we are. I think we got to anticipate when we're actually going to go on to offense, to jump to offense, but then I think we're covering our guys pretty well. I think defensively we've been okay, but I think we can improve a little bit.
They've done a really nice job of, once they gain control in their defensive end, of exiting quickly. What do you do to slow down their breakout?
Well, we just got to get into the right positions. I think a lot of times we're getting into a shot and our guys aren't disciplined enough to basically track the puck and track their guys. I think we're puck watching a little bit in the offensive zone. We're going to have to match up on those wingers a little bit better and get our D to be a little more aggressive and choke that off.
All right, well, thanks for joining us. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
And it was a fun period, Howie. We expected it to be a relatively even contest. Eastridge comes in. They've got a lot of firepower in their top line, but a lot of speed and size throughout. And they brought a lot of pressure, kept the Cardinals, as Coach talked about, a little bottled up in their own end.
Yeah, Coach and I talked about it, and said they're big and they're gritty, and it's something that they're going to have to be aware of all evening long. But the fact that they're just being outshot by 9-8, and the fact that we talked about that Espinosa getting that goal was huge for them to cut it in half and try and take some of that momentum away from Eastridge.
Yeah, and they got a nice set play, a beautiful tip. And, yeah, Coach is right. I mean, it may have been a little bit of a fortunate bounce,
Yep.
but it's exactly what they were looking to do. The second one, yeah, this is just a weird bounce out of the corner, goes off the side of the cage, and just a wide open net for Brady Knutson. So we've seen teams, though, Howie, that would have fallen in that hole
Yep.
and might have started to hang their shoulders. But the Cardinals, an end-to-end rusher, great long pass from Bresnahan, indirect to Spring. Rising draws the defense to the corner and then just feeds the slot. Espinosa's not even there yet, but it got through the last defender and Espinosa buries it, and that's absolutely huge.
Right place, right time for Nick Espinosa is that the defender tried to get to that puck, but it went past him, and Nick's able there to pound it home and get that goal, and we're sitting at 2-1.
Still a couple of periods to go. We'll take a break and have the second period for you next. You're watching CTN.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live.
So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Back at the Crick and just about ready to drop the puck on period number 2. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play in the first period. One goal separates the teams, and it comes off of that funny bounce out of the corner. They caught Durkop by surprise.
Well, it'll be interesting to see the momentum here to start this second period for both teams.
It's that time again. Let's play hockey.
Cardinals win the draw. Second period is underway. This one flipped to center. Thiessen pitchforks it in on the backhand. Barsness pokes it around. There waiting for it is Blake Conan. He gets it ahead to Knutson, who dumps it in deep. Durkop pokes it back to the corner. Played underneath Thiessen. Raptors got it out to Blake Leidy, and he was tied up as he tried to shoot. Cardinals enter. Tandon Bush. I was going to say offside, but what happened was a collision in front of the penalty box sprung the door open.
Yep, got to make sure it's closed.
So a stoppage in play. And they're going to give the Cardinals the offensive zone face-off. Say Bush was already in the zone at the time. Alphen on the draw against Tauscher for Eastridge. Espinoza battles for it in the corner. Espinoza trying to center, a good stick poke check from Hodgins. Knutson all the way around, turns and scores. Grant Conan, now you know why he's got 20 goals this season. He was bumped to the boards like 3 times all the way around and circles all the way around and somehow finds a hole and scores in the opening minute of this second period.
Yeah, did a really nice job of keeping the puck on his stick. So we're going to see it's coming around him on the far side. As you mentioned, yeah, I don't know if Durkop was screened a little bit.
Shot through a couple of screens, both by white jerseys.
Yep.
You saw Knutson was on the doorstep as well. Bowden drops. The shot by Thiessen is blocked. Bowden dumps it back in deep. Thiessen lays a heavy hit, but the puck comes to the point, held by Bresnahan. Backdoor, Barsness missed just as high, and it deflects up and out of play.
Yeah, nice job getting the puck over to Barsness. He didn't waste any time delivering it on net.
51 seconds. Conan from Lanahan and Betty at 51 seconds of the second period.
Barsness to face it off against Knutson. Knutson wins to the corner, swung around by Elliott, deflected out to center, and here comes Conan. Conan, pass out front, partially blocked, bounces through the crease. Bush gets it out to the point. Bowden able to sweep it out to center past Gonzaga, but Eastridge able to turn it right back in. Barsness gets it right back from Thiessen. Barsness into the zone. Centering, missed everybody, comes back out to center. Cleansing. High off the glass in front of the penalty box. Knutson gets it back for Elliott, near side for Conan, off the boards. Sent back out by Bowden. And this will be icing as Rising not quite able to get there in time. But he made it close.
He did. He hustled. He just couldn't get to the puck before it went over that line.
So now face off to the right of Austin Durkop. Chase Olson able to win it back to Leidy, back to the mid-boards. Quick shot by Wyden went wide. Held on the far side. Good stick there by Zach Nowak to knock it away from Polifka. Espinoza goes between the legs to Alphin on the rush. Alphin snaps his shot and misses high. Bresnahan holds, looked for that deflection, and it went up over the cage as well. Alphin sends it back in deep, circling away is Polifka. Polifka a little bit of room. That pass behind Michael Garrett. Cardinals able to dump it back in, had to tag up. Long stretch pass broken up by Bresnahan, who steps up. He dumps it in. Hodgins leaves it behind for Polifka. Off the boards, out to center. Novak tried to get it to Rising. Leidy jumps on it for Eastridge. He'll get it into the zone. Alphin flips it right back out. Espinoza couldn't settle the bouncing puck, but now gets it to Rising out front. Rising is hassled on his way in and couldn't get off much of a shot. Hodgins able to cover it up.
Yeah, I think that was Conan from behind, just really trying to get a stick in there, not letting Rising get a shot. Yeah, that was Conan doing a nice job on the defensive end.
Another face-off win for Eastridge. They bring it up the near boards. Good pinch by Tandon Bush. Backhands to the slot. It's deflected, turned around by the Raptors. Dump it in and get in hard on the forecheck. Rick Lannon tried to get it through, taken away by Nate Cleansing. Hazelwood will carry into the zone for Coon Rapids. His shot is blocked. He stays with it into the corner. Spun around by Venny, gets it out to the point. D-to-D pass carries out to center. Dump back in deep by the Cardinals. Held at the line by Bush. Bush trying to get around Venny, but could not. Another long pass taken away by the Cardinals. Bresnahan dropping for Bush. It was in his skates. And now Eastridge with a 2-on-1. And Barsness, the only one back to pass out front, and not able to get a good shot away was Tauscher. This one comes through, and Thiessen behind the defense on the breakaway. Didn't get much on the shot, and it went wide. Cardinals able to generate a couple of opportunities, but the extra pressure also led to that last opportunity. A 2-on-1 with their star center, the one back trying to defend. This one played all the way down. That'll be icing and a face-off back in the Eastridge end. 12:17 left.
Get some additional chances for Eastridge. Great opportunity.
This one played around, chopped out to center. Koenig has Knudsen with him. He'll take the shot. Blocker save. That's up and out of play. And we'll face it off with exactly 12 minutes to go in the opening, or in the second period.
A big goal early in this period.
Well, and that's
like
twice, right? They scored 91 seconds into game, or period one, 51 seconds into period two. You hate to give up early goals.
No, you do.
But
you have to
first,
answer.
we always talk about not giving up goals in the first or last minute of any period, but really, minute and a half is still in that time frame
quick.
where it's before you really have a chance to gain any rhythm. Quick turnaround, the pass back out front. Blake Conan spins and shoots, but Durkop able to make the save. Alphin skates through center, out of the reach of Leidy, and offside as he dangled a bit too. Get the puck dropped. Cardinals able to get it in deep. Espinoza coming on the forecheck. Skating with it is Stolfer. He gets it ahead. That pass off the mark and turns into icing. Alphin ties up, and good pressure from the wings by Eastridge all night off the faceoff. They have jumped on those loose pucks. Nick Zubers forces the action down low. Breakout pass ran into the official. Alphin will sweep it back behind. Recovered there by Wyden. He plays it back in and then sent right back in by Zuber. Played around. Golan trying to dig it free. Staying with it is Alexander Venny. It's fired around. Held at the blue line by Stolfer. Bush trying to find some room and gets a little speed. Over for Alphin, ahead for Golan into the zone. His shot may have been going wide, but wisely held by Hodgen. And we'll have a face-off to his left, or his right. Or his left.
Which, yeah.
Or his right.
Wait, it's either one. You've got a 50-50 shot of getting it. And again, there was a Cardinal right on the wing, so as you mentioned, just smartly bringing that puck in, forcing that face-off to his right.
I was right the second time.
Yeah, you were.
And the fourth time. Boy, they really aggressively run a cherry pick offense, just putting guys in the neutral zone, looking for that stretch pass. Bowden's pass a little behind Bresnahan. He sends it toward the front, stopped up by Hodgins. Recovered by Thiessen. Thiessen centering. Barsness trying to drag it through. Raptors able to force it forward, and here comes Grant Conan again. Conan around the left side, tried to go upstairs on the short side. Well played by Durkop to get his shoulder on it. That shot blocked by Novak. Off the far boards, it's played in deep once again. Lannon lost control as he was tied up, but the Raptors had it momentarily at center. Bowden back the other way. Bowden tied up. And back comes Eastridge. Conan had it poked off his stick, and that forces the offside.
That was a good defensive play just to poke that puck back over the blue line and get that face off on the other side.
Thanks for being here.
Put a couple of ticks back on the clock, so 9:15 remaining period number 2. This one kicked into the Cardinal zone. Durkop will poke it into the corner. Solid check there from Tandon Bush. Bouncing puck. Bush had it chopped back off his stick. Knudsen down into the corner for Conan up top. Whitey over for Polivka into the middle, and his shot goes wide for Knudsen. Recovered, but the centering attempt didn't get out front. Out to the point, Polifka. He will send it in and around. Waiting for it is Blake Conan. That one skipped under the stick of Knutson. Knutson bumped by Bush. Reversed by Muth. Muth centering. That's broken up by Rising. And then Muth steals it right back. Big hit by Rising. The shot blocked out front by Bush. Polifka keeps it in. His shot deflected up and over by Conan. Centering intent. Bush had his man tied up. Rising pokes it to Spy. He's just going to send it down. The Cardinals were running on fumes.
Yeah,
they needed to get off the ice.
They did. They needed to get that change. Big hit here by Bush. Oh, no.
That's Caden Alphen.
Yeah, that's no, that's Rising.
Somebody in a Cardinals.
It was one of those guys. Third try is that's the charm.
I'm just going to go to bed and we'll try it again another day. Off the draw, comes to the point. That shot blocked by Alphen. Ahead for Golan. Golan looking to pass it, hit a skate. He gets it back. Can't get through the defense. Espinoza gets it back to Golan. Golan backhands it toward the net. And Hodgins has seen enough. He'll just hold on to it and we'll face it off again.
Yeah, just smartly brings it in and lets things get set up. Raptors get a couple of fresh skaters out there before this face-off.
Tristan Golan has been a nice addition for the Cardinals as well, getting a little more opportunity with those two injuries, and they're hoping that he can add to that depth in scoring.
Well, guys have to step up when those things happen.
And that's that tough balance. He did have the numbers. You want to look for that pass to the guy who's got the easy shot, but in that last position on the rush goal, and maybe should have pulled the trigger. Loose puck collected by Conan. Plays it out front, and Durkop wasn't sure whether he had it. That nearly snuck underneath his elbow.
Yeah, he looked behind him. He thought, just wanted to make sure it wasn't in back of him.
Well, and Conan gets to loose pucks. He's got speed and he controls the puck very well, and he drew a lot of defenders and then got an opportunity for a teammate to get a quick shot from a good scoring area. But Durkop able to make the save. Face off to his right. Another face-off win for Eastridge. And another set play off the face-off. Well done. Cardinals with speed. Backdoor feed from Thiessen, and Barsness sent it just wide. And Hodgins got hammered by his own defenseman as Colton Wyden came sliding in, and he is down and may need some attention as the trainer, Jeremy Shepard, is on his way out. We will step away as he is tended to. We'll be back with more from the Crick after this.
Did you know major recreational equipment like RVs, campers, converted buses, and boats are allowed on residential property in Coon Rapids? But you are limited to 2 items that must be registered and operable. And any vehicle parked at a home for more than 12 hours must not exceed a certain size. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
So Jack Hodgins will exit after being run into by a teammate and hopefully going to be okay. You see Hodgins in a vulnerable position, already down when a sliding Colton Wyden just couldn't stop himself. And they were looking at his shoulder, and I'm sure they'll want to do a concussion check as well, and hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, let's hope so.
We'll see if he returns. Zane Lannon comes in relief. He has not seen a ton of action. He's 0 for 1 with a 7.50 goals against average and just a 714 saves percentage. So his last time out, he gave up 2 or 3, I think it was 2 goals on 5 shots in the first period. And came out after that, and his team came back to get a 4-4 tie in that contest. But I know the mind of a goaltender. They always want to get out there and prove themselves and shake off that last loss. And an unexpected opportunity tonight for Zane Lannon. Cardinals keep it in. Bowden from the high slot, turned away by Lannon. Lanahan. Bush holds at the line. Stepping up. Back door. Huge blocker save, and the net comes off. As Bush, that's that backdoor feed. You always want to try and find that guy with the wide open net. Lanahan able to get across and make the save.
Well, you never want to see anybody get hurt. The Cardinals now maybe have an opportunity with his backup goaltender.
Did this go off the post?
I think it went off the post.
Oh, yeah. He got a piece of it, too.
Yeah, he did.
And then it was off the post. Cardinals trying to bring some pressure on the backup keeper who has not had an opportunity to get warmed up. They would like to take advantage if they can. Conan tried to wrap around. Jerkop able to get across. Alphin pokes it to center. Comes free to Leidy. And it's just dumped in a little bit by Jackson Tauscher. Cardinals able to regroup. Tauscher got a stick on the cross-ice pass. Polifka got it back to him. Conan trying to spin away from a Bresnahan hit. Lost it back out at center, but Golan can't control either, and Eastridge will try and break out. Bresnahan takes Conan away. The Cardinals able to play it in deep. Leidy leaves it behind, but that's Espinoza, turns and shoots. And Lanahan wasn't quite sure where it was, but he did have it in his equipment.
Actually, Joe, that is John Drum in net for the Raptors.
Oh, it is John Drum.
Yep.
I didn't even look at the number.
Yep. And
I just knew that Zane Lanahan had. So this might be his first varsity action of the season.
Yeah, well, he says he's played. Yeah, he has no minutes on the stats as being played. So really, a green goaltender coming in.
Centering attempt deflected. Bowden gets to it. His shot missed wide. Thiessen recovers on the boards, plays it down out of the reach of Barsness. Bowden trying to center. That was broken up. And flipped along as Eastridge turns back up ice. Thiessen at it momentarily. Cardinals regroup. Good pass from Novak. Thiessen in the zone will snap one just wide. Bowden trying to get to it but can't. Conan lost an edge. Eastridge was asking for a penalty, and then he lost the edge again. So maybe he wasn't hooked down, but maybe he was. Played in softly on goal by Wyden. He gets it back, trying to wrap it around. Durkop is there. Thiessen is bumped, can't clear the zone. Back in deep, Chase Olsen had it knocked off his stick. Bowden back across, and this is Barsness. Barsness going wide, backhand shot. Stopped up by Drum. Cardinals stop things up right at the blue line. Good step up by Luke Rising. Tandon Bush puts the shot in. Drum able to make the save. Barsness able to bump Wyden off the puck and get it back in deep. Long stretch pass, deflected down and into the zone. Spa behind his own net. Ahead for Nolan Hazelwood at center. He'll dump it, take a little bump there from Knutson. Whitey plays it around, Cleansing. Holds at the blue line, his pass deflected and ends up wide. Bush across for Cleansing. Cleansing looking through and just wide. Rising awaits, gets it back to Bush, his shot, and that misses just wide. Spa pushes it back to Hazelwood in the corner. Hazelwood circles from the pressure, tries to center. That's broken up. And Whitey able to skate to center for Eastridge. Durkop sweeps it back into the near corner. Hazelwood will skate to center. Pass a little too tight for Golan to recover. Whitey will play it right in on the Cardinal keeper. He'll cover it up in front of Brady Knutson. And we'll have a face-off with 2:47 left in the second.
Smart cover by Durkop, as you mentioned. Knutson was right there. And Durkop had no other opportunity. He said, I've got to bring this one in because we're gaining a little momentum here. Cutting into that shot lead for Eastridge, 18-16 now in favor of the Raptors.
Novak lost the handle a bit, held at the line there by Tauscher. Alphen able to get a steal, skate to center. Golan down the left wing, shoots wide. Espinoza fanned on the dump attempt. Novak will regroup with Bresnahan. Trying to get it back to Espinoza. It was cut off by Stouffer. Stouffer down low, and a save in tight again on Conan. Espinoza from a ways out, misses wide into the far corner. Back out at center, Bush stops it up for the Cardinals, chopped off his stick, and here comes Conan again. He's pressured, and he's going to draw the penalty on Golan. Golan's going to be called for a hook.
That's a dangerous play to let alone in front of the net, and maybe that's a good penalty that he took, just to tie him up and make sure that he didn't get an opportunity to put the puck in the net. But now, of course, the Cardinals are going to have to skate with that skater one short.
Maybe right there,
yeah.
Maybe got in a little bit on the hands,
yeah.
But you saw him lose his balance, and anytime you see that wobble, even if it's not a direct cause of the stick lift, a lot of times you'll see him blow the whistle. Eastridge with a couple 3 shots on goal in their first power play, but had a lot of zone presence. This shot through traffic, Cardinals able to get the clear as it deflected off of Barsness. Thiessen is going to hustle and win the race to the puck, continue to pressure Gonzaga all the way back to the top of the crease. Polivka will skate it. Enters the zone, dumps it in deep. Bush able to use his speed to get the puck and start a 3-on-2 shorthanded at the line. The pass disrupted and numbers going back the other way. Into the middle, a shot by Muth, turned away. Now Muth with it again. Cross-ice pass from Wyden was deflected. Into the final minute of this first period or second period. I've forgotten which period is all night long.
It's second.
There's only 3 of them.
Correct.
One timer, and I'm not sure if that got through. We're going to give him a save on it on the power play, but not sure it really got all the way through. May have hit a skate right in front. Conan up top, through traffic, deflected up and over the net. Back up to Conan. Across to Knudsen. Down low, back to the bumper spot, and it was Blake Conan with the one-timer right into the chest of Austin Durkop. Barsness bumps his man off the puck, allows the Cardinals to clear, and that should just about do it for this second period. The only score comes from Eastridge in the opening minute. Their leading scorer, Grant Conan, lighting the lamp and stretching their lead back to 2. We'll take a break and have reaction and second period highlights after this. You're watching CTN's live coverage of boys high school hockey.
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
At the Coon Rapids Ice Center, Eastridge leading Coon Rapids by a 3-1 score as we get to the second intermission. We are joined now by Raptors head coach Dustin Vogelgesang. And Coach, your team has really done a great job of pressuring the Cardinals at both ends of the ice. What has been your favorite part of your team's play?
When we get our forecheck going, I think when we get pucks in deep and start to cycle the puck below the dots, we seem to spend more zone time and make them go 200 feet, and we have some scoring chances from that too.
Coach, unfortunately, Jack Hodgins gets hurt in that second period. JT Drum comes in, and how important is that? Obviously, going forward, what is the mindset? If you're talking to the guys now, you've got a different goaltender in for maybe the rest of the way.
Yeah, it's. I haven't talked to Jack yet, so I'm a little worried what I'm going to hear, but he's been our backbone all year, so I'm just praying that we can get him back at some point this year. But, you know, it's pretty simple. We just tighten up a little bit more defensively and, you know, really be really good at blue lines and not give them any extra chances and make sure we pick up guys in the back check.
All right, well, thanks for joining us. Good luck the rest of the way. And that second period went by pretty quickly. The Raptors wasted no time stretching their lead. They scored a minute and a half into the first period. They scored in less than a minute starting the second period, and it's their leading scorer. You know, we talked about him coming in, 20 goals and 35 points on the campaign, and he gets sustains a couple of body checks and gets his way around and the net and then fires it home. And they continue to get good chances. Here's the goal. This was actually 51 seconds into the period. He bumps on, had a couple of bumps, and then this, I think, actually goes off of the defender out front and in past Durkop. But either way, the Cardinals not able to answer, and they have to be thinking in that locker room right now, we have an untested goalie. We need to put as many pucks on him as possible.
Yeah, I know they were hoping to try and get one past him before the end of that period. But Coach Vogelgesang said, you know, we're going to just tighten things up. We're going to play a little differently, play strong in front of him. But you're right, Cardinals' mindset has to come out. They got a pressure from the puck drop in the third period to try and get back into this contest.
Well, they'll have to kill the last 5 seconds of the goal-in penalty. But a big third period on the other side of a break on CTN.
Did you know you can raise backyard chickens? But a permit is required, and there's a limit of 4 female chickens per property. No roosters or other fowl are allowed. And there are specific rules for the chicken coop and run. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, and the Cardinals have a hole to dig out of. They trail the Eastridge Raptors by a 3-1 score. Eastridge jumped to the 2-0 lead in the first. Cardinals got a late goal from Nick Espinoza to cut the lead in half, but an opening minute goal by Grant Conan in the second pushed that lead back to 2. And that's exactly where it stays.
And JT Drum will be in goal for the Raptors the rest of the way.
Well, you heard Coach Vogelgesang say we hope to get him back at some point this season.
Right.
We certainly hope he's not injured for anything beyond this evening.
Oh, absolutely.
I would have been happy to see him back in the net before the end, but so you never want to rush someone back, especially in a game that you're leading. Goaltenders are tough to replace, though, boy. That shot caught Bush out front, and he's feeling it. Right arm hanging a little bit. I think it caught him on the back of the tricep. That'll leave a mark. And how does the whistle not blow? That so clearly hit someone on the bench. Chance out front, and a huge kick save by Durkop. Bowden trying to weave his way out, held in by the other Conan, Blake Conan, who flips it in on the backhand. Nate Klinzing skates to center and can't dump it in. Eastridge pass in the skates of Rick Lanahan. Gets it to Grant Conan. He can't get through the defense. Held there by Lanahan. Pushes it behind to Grant Conan. Conan out to the point. Espinoza comes out, gets a check, breaks the puck free, and Alphen pitchforks it in at the other end. Tristan Golan back over for Alphen, out of his reach, out to the point. Novak can't hold and now just dumps it in. The Cardinals have to change. So plenty of time for Alex Venny to look up ice. Goes across, that's cut off by Novak, who forces it into the zone. Loose puck off the skate of Novak, back out to center, and here comes Grant Conan. Trying to go wide on Bresnahan, a shot in. Durkop makes the save and covers.
Yeah, he made the initial save. It dropped right in front of him, made sure that he did cover.
Another look at it, and had him sliding to his left, but a good kick with the right leg by Austin Durkop keeps this a 2-goal difference. Face off to his left, won by Nolan Hazelwood. Cardinals send it all the way down, and that'll be icing.
Yeah, Cardinals looking to get something set up offensively and challenge Drum in net. And not a lot of
Cardinals able to break it to center. Hazelwood in on the right wing. Trying to center. Matt Anderson there to support. Back for Hazelwood. A backhand toward the net. Poked away by Drum. Raptors able to break it out quickly. Sent in deep by Garrett. Behind the net, Sam Bordner. And again, the Cardinals get it to the top of the zone. Can't get it out. Rising. Able to get it to center and then sent right back in deep by Chase Olson. Cleansing. Pass out of the reach of Barsness. Prolifka back in his own end. Leidy. One-touch pass ahead. And entering the zone is Muth. Deflected to the corner. Bowden recovers for Coon Rapids. Pressured by Knutson. Puck lost. Bordner there tried to come away with it. Bordner and Bowden both poking at it. Bordner comes away with it, gets it to Barsness. His pass to Bresnahan, and now Tyson Trenton Tyson snaps the shot. Blocker saved by Drum. Rebound ends up behind the net. Dug free by Prolifka. Cardinals able to hold the zone, at least momentarily. Conan waiting for traffic to clear. Long pass ahead. Doesn't click. That's icing. And a face-off back in the East Ridge end. The Raptors clearly like the stretch pass, as you saw behind the bench with his arm in a sling and ice on his shoulder. That is starting netminder Jack Hodgins.
Yeah, that's not good. When your ice is in this thing, obviously you want to mobilize it to get that ice on to try and get this any kind of swelling down.
Well, it looks like now they have Zane Lanahan suited up and back on the bench. So they do have a backup, and we're going to get a penalty. A little bit of tie-up, and Zach Novak will go for the high stick. And Eastridge has come up empty on their 2 power play chances, but they have been able to create shots and opportunities.
Well, and that's the thing. The key is chances, and you don't want to give them too many of them because they're a pretty good team in that power play unit coming out, but looking for a good opportunity to extend this lead.
That shot up over the net for Blake Conan. Comes around Knutson in the corner, up top for Grant Conan. It hopped over his stick and out to center. Bowden pressures. Leidy back into his own zone, stolen away by Bowden, cuts out front, and a shot turned away by Drum. A great shorthanded opportunity. And there he comes up with a steal again, holds at the blue line, dumps it in deep. And will make the Raptors try again.
Eli Bowden trying to make something happen shorthanded for his squad.
Great shift.
Great, yeah, absolutely.
Head, Leidy dumps it in as he's bumped to the boards by Bresnahan. Durkop pokes it into the corner. Recovered there by Blake Conan. Conan will carry behind. Turns at the top of the circles, fires it back into the corner. A quick carom, and the shot turned away by Durkop. Grant Conan up top. Back up top to Conan. Conan walks in, shoots, and a blocker save. Knutson turns away from the pressure from Alphin. Down low, a back pass, and another big save by Durkop on Conan. Out to the point for Grant Conan. Across, it hopped over Leidy's stick. Able to keep it in the zone. Back behind is Tauscher. Knutson to Leidy. Left it. Conan fires it down into the corner. Centered, taken away by Dylan Bushy, but he's not able to clear. Circling in the top of the circles was Knutson, poked away, gets it back out to the point for Conan. A deflection by Conan out front, and another goal, this time on the power play, and that was just a very strong power play for Eastridge. I couldn't tell initially if it went in or went off the post, but
nonetheless, it's a goal.
The indication is goal at exactly 6 minutes, so it's just 5 seconds left on the power play. So Knutson out. Oh yeah, clearly into the corner. Another beautiful tip. Brother to brother.
Yeah, that's
just
great. I think they've worked on that.
Pretty stuff right there.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 6 goal for number 9.
And that's a tough goal for the Cardinals to give up. Still early, still time in this period, but now trailing by 3 against a Eastridge team that, you know, they don't score a ton, but they are a solid defensive team. They give up just over 3 goals a game. And so the Cardinals will find themselves hard up against it. And this Eastridge team has brought the pressure, kept them bottled up in their defensive zone a lot. Even Coach Frock talked about it during the first intermission, how difficult they were making it on the Cardinals trying to break out.
Well, Coach Vogelgesang has to feel pretty good with his backup goaltender and an extra goal here in this third period to give him a 3-goal cushion.
Pass deflected in by Muth. Pushed along by Bresnahan. Battle continues in the corner. Loose puck poked free. Comes out to the line. Turning and firing it back in with Stouffer. Cardinals recover. Long pass. Golan can't control. And that will be icing with 9:33 left.
Yeah, Cardinals trying to spring something too. They know they need goals here. There's still time remaining, but 3-goal cushion makes it a little more difficult. There you see, as you talked about, Hodgson's arm in that sling.
Sixth goal of the season for the sophomore Blake Conan. Bresnahan able to sweep it in deep for Coon Rapids. Reversed there by Stouffer. A tie up in the corner. Puck comes back to the near side. Bresnahan's shot deflected. Ends up just wide behind the net. Alfin on the loose puck. Gets it to Golan. Turns and shoots. And the save by Drum. Wyden controls. Gets to the blue line and dumps it in. Takes a funny bounce off the boards. But this time not to the front of the net. Novak sweeps it around. Stahlberger tried to center, and then the pass from Alvin back to Stahlberger was in his skates. Golan trying to step through a defender, has to regroup. Long shot, Drum will glove it, and he'll take a face-off as we're just about midway through this third period.
They're going to see it again, and good opportunity, but Drum right off his pads.
Well, and Matt Stahlberger in a good spot, but if he's a left-handed shot, that's a goal. But instead, it was on his backhand, and he spun around and could not direct it back toward the net. Back in the Coon Rapids end, Cleansing plays it off the glass, but not out. Held there by Lanahan. Comes free to Tyson. Tyson down the wing, stops up, fires it in, sticked away by Drum. Another stick save on the shot by Cleansing. Tyson trying to stop the rolling puck. Instead, Eastridge able to break it out. Cleansing will shovel it in deep. Leidy behind his own net. Plays it around for Lefevre. Lefevre gets it right back. This is Rick Lanahan down the left wing. Trying to center. That was stopped up by Cleansing. Conan jumps on the loose puck across for Jack Elliott. Sends it in behind the net. Poke back out to the point. Good hold there by Gonzaga. Bowden trying to disrupt. That shot hit traffic. Novak gets it back off the glass. Held there again by Elliott. Bowden flips it up and out. Tyson out front. Barsness stopped by Drum and able to cover up as Barsness goes sliding into the boards in the corner.
Boy, nice job by Drum just to get that save on the leading Cardinals scorer. Saw that puck bounced away from him, but with the help of his teammate, making sure that he brought that in, forcing the face-off to his right.
Tie up off the draw. Puck pops out of play. And we will do it again.
In the stands. Nobody's doing anything about it. Just all looking at the puck. It's sitting there. You want to go for it? I don't want to go for it. There it is. Look.
Take it to the concession stand. Ask for popcorn.
Yep. Tell them how we sent you.
Muth turns and shoots. Durkop wasn't sure where the rebound is. It's still loose in front. Mad scramble, a couple of bodies on the ice. Durkop spread out behind him as best he can. And we are going to get a penalty against Eastridge, and another look at it. Foul. The penalty is going to go against Knutson for a hold in all of this.
Knutson's getting hacked there on the ice, trying to get a piece of that puck to put it in the net.
Coon Rapids had one power play in the first period. They did not muster a shot on goal. Looks like Tandon Bush is behind the
I see that
penalty box with some ice on that arm,
well,
where
you
he
talked
had
about it.
taken the shot from the point.
Penalty has been assessed on Eastridge, number 13, Brady Knudsen, 2 minutes for slashing.
Barzina sends it back behind. Bowden out of the far corner. Stops up, lost an edge, tangled up, puck still loose. Tyson comes in to support. Tyson lost the handle, and this one sent all the way down by Rick Lanahan. Good pressure, shorthanded. Bresnahan gets it ahead to Barsness, tried to one-touch to Bowden, and Cardinals stymied in the neutral zone again. Tyson, speed down the left wing, takes it behind. Cross to the back door, and Bowden couldn't handle it. Bowden trying to center, only black jerseys there. Plenty of room for Tauscher to skate to the blue line, dump it in, and complete the line change for the shorthanded group. And good pressure in the corner from Chase Olson to slow the Cardinals' breakout. Bresnahan through center, drops it off for Alphen. Alphen back down for Bresnahan. For Tyson on the far boards. Tyson pressured by Blake Conan. Bresnahan now up top for Alphen. Alphen to Barsness, back to Alphen. Barsness tried to send it into the middle. That's deflected up and over into the far corner. Then Tyson's pass is taken away, and Conan waiting for help. Slows, shoots. That hit Leidy as Leidy was trying to set the screen. Centering attempt out of reach, and here's Barsness back the other way. A 4-on-2 for Coon Rapids. Barsness centering. Bowden sent it over the net. Sent back out front, and the Raptors able to get a stick on it and send it out. And again, the Cardinals without a shot on goal for their power play.
Yeah, you know, give credit to the penalty kill unit from Eastridge doing a good job of bottling them up.
Puck poked around, comes free. Here's Grant Conan, his shot that misses wide. Gonzaga can't keep it in on the far side. Cross for Elliott. He sends it into the far corner. And now sent back in deep where Klinzing will get it to Novak in the corner. Ahead for Spa, one touch for Dylan Bushy. Bushy forces it to the net. Cardinals play it back out front. It deflected in on Drum, and he'll cover up. Exactly 4 minutes left on the clock.
So big things would have to happen for the Cardinals to get this win here with only 4 minutes and down by 3.
Huge
things. Yeah.
Tauscher in and stopped by Durkop. As the Raptors once again had numbers at the blue line. And that Tandon Bush, again, you talk about the injuries. Cardinals have lost those two guys at the top of their forward line, 2 of their top 6. Can't afford to start losing guys off the blue line as well.
Definitely not.
Trenton Tyson had it knocked off his stick. Turned around quickly, out of the reach of Knutson. Bresnahan gets it back out to center. Bowden carries back into his own end. Now off the boards for Barsness, and he just sends it in deep. Puck lost behind the net. Tyson tried to center. That was cut off by Knutson. He recovers. Knutson can't get her past the stick of Barsness. His centering attempt didn't have much on it. Taken away by Benny, and Benny will skate to the Cardinal end. Left side shot, blocker save, up and out of play. Off the blocker of Austin Durkow.
Cardinals being outshot 34-23. I believe 7 shots in this third period for Coon Rapids.
That shot deflects up and over. Raptors again strong at the blue line. They've done a great job of holding the offensive zone all game long. Alphen took a shot up high that spun him around, got the chatter going from the fans. Alphen to Golan into the zone, back to Alphen. Alphen looking cross ice, but it's deflected up and out of play. Good stick from Lucas Stouffer.
Yeah, I like the thought, trying to spring a guy in the middle, but obviously not the outcome he wanted.
Loose puck off the draw. Knutson gets it to the line, held there by Hazelwood, but Polifka able to send it all the way down. Bordner able to get it ahead. Hazelwood across to Rising. Rising sends it in. Polifka first one there. Reverses. Rising couldn't control. Hazelwood able to hold momentarily. Now flipped out to center by Muth. Conan's shot deflected up and over the net. Hazelwood behind, bumped by Conan. Centering pass was broken up. Leidy recovers off the near board and just sends it back in deep. Conan coming back to the near side. Knocked off it by Hazelwood. Cleansing will skate to center. Cardinals able to get the offensive zone, but no more than a foot inside before the Raptors stop them up. Bowden gets it turned around. Back to the other end on the backhand. Gloved by Drum. 80 seconds left.
Drum just pulling that one out of the air, getting it in his glove, forcing the face off. Cards will drop to 7-11 on the season, and the Raptors move to 10-7-1.
Novak plays it out. Tyson gets it ahead. Barsness trying to poke it around the defender and then able to get a steal momentarily, but couldn't control. Elliott gets it to the line, but not out. Held by Novak out front. And Barsness couldn't redirect inside the final minute. Bowden just throws it at the net, goes off the side of the cage. Novak holds to Tyson, his shot right into the chest of the Raptors keeper. And we'll take a face-off in the East Ridge end.
Yeah, Drum coming into this game really no opportunity to warm up when he took over for Hodgins, and he's going to get some congratulations from his teammates once this game is over.
Bresnahan shot it into the middle looking for a deflection, but instead stopped up, and here's Conan showing his speed. Stops up, takes the shot, misses it up over the net. Held at the line by Elliott, but only momentarily. Barsness gets it to Tyson. Tyson looking, wants to give it back. Instead will take the shot, and that was slowed by Gonzaga, and to a very slow start. And now, as fortune would have it, the Cardinals missing a couple of key pieces, and the Raptors, I don't know if I go as far as red hot, but pretty hot.
They have been pretty hot. They're 9-3, I think, after the Christmas.
9-3-1.
9-3-1 after their Christmas tournament.
That's since the Christmas.
I mean,
including
yeah,
this
including
Christmas.
including it. Okay.
And a little pushing and shoving after the buzzer, as Matthew Anderson was feeling the ire of the Eastridge defenders at the end.
Yeah, they're frustrated, quite obviously. They came into this contest and hoping to get the win here and at home, and unfortunately they're not going to, and they will come right back here for senior night on Thursday against Blaine.
And we will be there with
Bells on.
with the CTN Light crew.
Yes.
However, we will not have the full gang, but we will be here on Thursday night. And that's a beatable Blaine team.
Yes.
And the Cardinals, in a position where they absolutely need a win.
They definitely do.
But that is going to do it for tonight's broadcast. Again, the final score: Eastridge 4, Coon Rapids 1. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Director Joel Sipper and my partner Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young. Saying good night.